This is my audience. As Abraham Lincoln prepared for the terms he was to serve as President of the United States, he wanted the American citizens to know where he was standing. In his first inaugural address, he explained where the Republicans stood on the issue of slavery, while his second inaugural address described how he wanted the future to plan out. First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Abraham Lincoln. Before Abraham Lincoln became the 16th President of the United States of America, he wasn't your average Joe. He promoted rapid modernization of the economy through banks, canals, railroads, and tariffs to encourage the buildings of factories. When he first started out, he was living with his family in a cabin. He wasn't as wealthy as he was when he became the president, and he basically made a living out of politics. He started out as a lawyer and then kept on going on. Now that you know a little bit about Lincoln, I can finally talk to you about his presidency. Lincoln gave his first inaugural address on a Monday of March 4th, 1861, as part of his oath into office as the 16th President of the United States. He gave his second inaugural address on Saturday, March 4th, 1865, as part of his oath into office for his second term as President of the United States, 16th President of the United States. Both of his inaugural addresses took place on the Capitol grounds. Everyone was really excited about his oath into office. They all gathered on the Capitol grounds to watch him as he gave his inaugural addresses. Now let me tell you how his inaugural addresses affected America. Lincoln's first inaugural address was to basically tell the South he didn't have any intention on changing the way things were drastically. Lincoln wanted to keep the Union together, and overall that is what Lincoln did. He succeeded in keeping the Union together. The South was scared that Lincoln was going to take away slavery because slavery was prominent in the South. So they were kind of iffy on electing him as president. So when Lincoln gave his speech, he wanted the South specifically to know that he was on their side. He wasn't going to change anything drastically because overall he was just a person just like they were. In Lincoln's second inaugural address, he stated how he wanted the South and the North to come together as one. Lincoln also talked about how he saw the future of America. During this time, the South and the North were not getting along as well, and all Lincoln wanted to do is bring them together. He tried to do this by bringing God into it. He mentioned God many times throughout his address, saying how there's one Bible, they all read one Bible, and they all pray to the one God, so they should all just come together as one. Lincoln also talked about how the future of America was supposed to pan out. He barely used himself as the subject of his address, which is what most presidents tend to do because they're excited about being reelected for their second term and they just want to bask in their glory. Lincoln took this as an opportunity to tell them how he saw America panning out in the future. Finally, Lincoln just wanted America to be one. All in all, the two addresses were significant in this period in time. It showed the growth that Lincoln went through during his years in office. The first address showed a timid Lincoln because he was trying to please everyone, especially the South, while the second address shows a more mature Lincoln in the sense that he doesn't worry about himself being reelected for the future, but for the future of the United States of America. Thank you.